them with configuration. As long as you can recover from failure initially, it becomes a lot easier to deal with cluster-based work, where failure is even more likely and more fun to deal with. Okay, here are a few resources. The source code is at J. Surratt, Intro to Actors, if you want to read the source code that I used for this talk. Yeah, I don't really have time for a demo, sorry. And Akka.io is the Akka concurrency framework. Inside of there, you can read there's a cluster spec, which describes all the algorithms that are used to determine cluster leaders, all of the terminology that we use in Akka. And there's also documentation for how to use the 2.2 clustering system. So everything I just showed you is available in a really well-written set of documentation. So with that, any questions? Yes?
Are there any tools to monitor the health of the cluster?
So the question is, are there any tools to monitor the health of the cluster? There is the cluster statistics service where you're monitoring the different stats and things. So you can actually set up a listener to listen to that and then just monitor it directly. I don't think there's a specific tool for clustering. There is the TypeSafe console, which is a tool for monitoring actor-based systems, but I don't think there's any I don't know what you would need beyond the stat service to implement such a tool, and I don't know when the tool will exist or if it exists, so I'm not sure. But I know the stat service basically gives you what you need to monitor the health, essentially, of the different pieces of the cluster. So you can just listen to him, and it'll tell you, here's your CPU, here's your memory, that sort of thing. Yeah. Yes?
I have the same question.